But with the whole Beverly thing, it's just, if we were to push them onto that, it's like, the current tenants that they have there right now, a few of them live there, and you know, they point out how my dogs are, and yet I'm like, my dogs get let out and they get to run in the field for an hour, but yet, the sheriff was over here and she's like, yeah, when you play with your dog doesn't be leashed up, that'll choke them. I'm like, and yet you guys keep jumping on me about leashing my dog up when I just play with them right here behind my, right here in the grass right here. And the sheriff's like, that's completely fine. But you guys have tenants who are just letting their dogs run around and everything, but you're all over me about my dogs. I'm like,
Are these service dogs, did you say?
yeah,
Okay.
both of my dogs. Yeah, I have the paperwork from my doctor to HUD on that.
Okay, good job. What kind of dogs are they?
Border collies.
Aw.
There it is. Hallelujah.
And this is, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the stalker. That's the stalking complaint on Beverly.
Yeah.
And the cops were so sick and tired of it. I mean, whenever I would cook breakfast, this lady would call the police and swear up and down that the smell of breakfast was to cover up the smell of methamphetamines. And do you eat bacon? Do you?
I like bacon.
I love bacon.
Me too.
And I'm sitting there like praise bacon, looking at the cop like, you did not just knock on my door to. Are you using the smell of bacon to cover up the use of methamphetamines?
Yeah.
And I kind of was like, I'm offended. And then he kind of said something about bacon that seemed kind of negative. And then I got really pissed off and started defending bacon. And I was really, really serious to the point where his partner was just like, oh, you did not just say that about bacon.
Oh,
You
my
need to,
goodness.
he told, one cop told the other cop, you need to back off. Don't you say that about bacon. And then,
Got lots of bacon lovers.
yeah, but when you talk to HUD, like I said, from that tenant on up to right now, we have Base is the tenant that had the big void on that thing.
Right.
We have Diane, who's one tenant, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on with this tenant, aside from I caught her at one point in time stealing my internet, and I'm all like, either you're paying for the internet or I'm booting you. Aside from that, please, I don't want you talking to me, and whatever weird shit you got going on, just leave me alone. Aside from that, I'm like, I'm not hanging out with this person, I don't want to kick it with her kid, nothing. I'm like, go away.
Okay.
Faye is some weird old chick who tries to pretend like she's from the South. She's always in people's business. When my car got hit, she tried making up a story about how I destroyed my apartment, just to have HUD show up, trying to, well, we want to record your apartment, just to find out my apartment's completely clean. But I had my bed. I had my bed laying in my living room because I was going to throw it away, because when Holly was a baby, Holly got into a loaf of bread, and it turns out her and that loaf of bread didn't get along, so she took a lick of poop. So I was throwing the bed away because I couldn't trust that bed no more, because it seeped. It coffee filtered.
Yeah.
So I was throwing it away. But in the meantime, my car got hit, and this is before Diane got moved in, really moved in, So before my internet got stolen by her, Frontier was playing Hide the Modem. So I was in a constant fight with them the whole day. And then I found out that my car got hit. So after being put on hold and having the call dropped, I was kind of stressed out already. And then I found out my car got hit. And so I went home and I did the only thing an adult could do: jump up and down on his bed while saying fuck.
Just get your frustrations out.
Seemed like I solved the problem, aside from the part where I got yelled at by Base, and I told him to leave me alone. And then HUD was like, well, you said this, you yelled at him. I'm like, no, I didn't. I just told him to leave me alone. There's nothing against the law about that. The police even told me, after that dude tried to break into my home, after he tried to do a home invasion at my home, he tries to rob you, tell him, leave me the fuck alone. And HUD's got that on film, while me still flustered by the events of having Greg try to bullshit me into, well, you wrote a threatening letter. I use actual big words. I even use the word. W-O-R-D. You know, I would like to have a word with somebody about, you know, the damages to my car, as in, like, you know. Greg, the maintenance guy, apparently didn't go to high school, so he doesn't know that the word means to talk. He thinks word means fight.
Oh.
He literally went around the building telling people that means fight. And these are mentally unstable people. These are people who can be manipulated. These are people who manipulate people. And quite a few of these people knew all I wanted to do was talk, because when I hung that paper up, I even told him, I just want to have a word with whoever did it, because I want to get my car fixed, because I had the cops there already, because I also talked to insurance, because I filed all this paperwork to get my vehicle fixed. And I got this ding on my car because Greg went around the apartment spreading the damn rumor, which HUD knows about, which I got a video of Greg telling me in the hallway I have no rights. Greg, the maintenance guy from HUD, tells me I have no rights. But Faye tells them, you know, that I destroyed my apartment and everything. And so, you know, Crystal and the new guy Mark shows up, and they want to film the interior of my apartment with their little iPhone, just to find out my apartment's completely clean, because I don't live in squalor. I ain't being told that, oh, you're a black person, you're a drug dealer, you live in trash, your people do this, your people do that. We Eastern Oregon people know all about your people. And that's all I've been told since I've been here. That's how come when Susan told me, oh, this is your home, I'm offended. I do not like this place. This is not my home.
Sounds like you need to get out of here.
And so I'm looking at Chris still going, why is my home completely clean? I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, you're telling me that you're getting information from people who are not allowed in my home, that I don't talk to, that are the farthest thing away from the dog's pair of eyes, that are actually here in the home, what the condition of my home is. That's hearsay. That's pretty much illegal to be basing what you think the condition of my home is. Oh, well, everyone heard sounds. So you're standing right here next to, my bed was leaned up against the wall, and you could clearly see that it's busted. They're looking around, I'm like, how come you're not aiming that camera at the bed? By the way, does HUD own this bed? Since you're so clearly looking for damages, you guys are looked around the bathroom, looked around the bedroom, and you're not seeing anything damaged but this bed. Is this bed owned by you? Is this your bed? Since you're looking for something that's damaged, is this bed yours? If it's not yours, then why are you trying to accuse me of something that's not happened, but that's mine, and I can do what I want with it. If I wanted to come home, whether I'm happy, sad, or not, and jump up and down on my bed, whether I want to say yibbity yibbity yibbity, or if I want to, who are you? Let alone, why are we asking the neighborhood, you know, person who basically will get in anyone's business, make up whatever she wants, you know, and oh, you've referred to this person before for information. Well, that person is nosy. Duh. When the stalker person Beverly lived here, of course I've said, yeah, go ask that person, because she's nosy. Of course she would know what's going on. Hello, she's right there. She's always in people's business. And before she has a chance to make up anything or a lie, she knows flat out, she better have some kind of proof to go along with what she's going to say. If not, well, here we are. You guys are filming a movie. Now, let's take a look at this cell phone, because at the time they were there filming this movie of my broken bed, my cell phone had been completely shattered because Greg would not stop accusing me of complete and total bull about this letter that I wrote about me wanting to have a word with the person who hit my vehicle. Yeah, and I'm all like, I wanted to talk to the dude in my vehicle, and this dude's telling me flat out that I wanted to fight somebody. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Why are you telling me I want to fight somebody? You know, you need to listen to me, Nick. You want to fight people. I'm like, I don't want to fight anybody. What are you talking about? And he's telling me to shut up and quit interrupting. I'm all like, you need to quit that. Quit telling me that I want to fight people.
Well, I'm sorry all this has happened.
Yeah, and so,
really am.
you
But
know,
what I can do
that's
is-
the conversation with HUD, that if you want to have that about, you know, with them, and then, you know, that,
Okay, did you want me to keep this piece of paper?
You can keep that, but you know that little diagram right there on the
Yeah.
back? That diagram right there could be helpful when it comes down to, you know, that's the whole, you know, trip that Nick's talking about right there, you know, as far as the whole HCW thing. And as far as applying for another job, we're gonna have to, I wanna see some rules on that. You know, maybe talk to somebody from Portland or somebody, because why would I have to apply for something else when I applied for something and I got that something already? I mean,
And I need to ask you too, did you, now Susan had mentioned going to the CNA training, and what I heard you say is you didn't want to do that if it meant you had to stay in Eastern Oregon.
if I had to stay in Eastern Oregon longer,
then you wouldn't want to do that.
that's unfair.
Okay, gotcha.
That's unfair
Okay.
to be racially targeted some more.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I understood where you're coming from. Okay.
That's
so
unfair.
I'm not gonna look into the CNA then.
I mean, I want to take the CNA class, but
Not
to have to,
here.
why should I be racially targeted some more?
Okay.
Why should I have to put up with being in a place where I have to be humiliated, you know, treated poorly? Why should I have to be in a place where I have to have cops show up even though I'm not breaking the law?
Gotcha.
Why do I have to be treated in a way that I'm clearly not breaking any rules? Why do I have to strap a GoPro camera to my ass just to take out my trash or to let my dogs out?
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm sick and tired of having to be in an area where my dogs have to be put into a kennel even though they've done nothing wrong. Yeah,
Okay.
it's time for me to be in an area that's more culturally free. I mean, you know, like I said, I've done what you guys said. I put in for a job, I have the job. Now it's time for me to be in an area where I can actually accept the job. So, you know, let's talk to HUD and let's get this arranged so that I can actually accept the job and be able to clock in.
All right.
You know, I mean,
Thank
you know.
you for coming in. Good work going to all those classes at Tech. You did a lot of hard work
Right,
getting that done.
right.
And also,
Wait till you hear the symphony that I wrote.
oh,
Yeah, like I said, if you want to know. Oh no, that's what I'm going to do.
Did I bring him better? See you next time.
Yep. See that look on my face? Talk about get a job. I got the fucking job, motherfuckers. God damn. I swear to God, these people always want to treat me like I don't know jack shit. Like, well, how the fuck did I get the damn piece of paper that I just showed you? Shit. Wake up at fucking 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning like it's a fucking sport. I swear to God, Eastern Oregon people are trying to do every goddamn thing they can to keep you fucking here.